Noise-induced deafness has become the top occupational disease in Singapore. According to a report by Manpower Ministry, more than 300 such cases were reported in the first half of this year alone, accounting for close to two-thirds of all cases. Those in manufacturing, especially the metalworking industry, are at the highest risk of developing the condition. Using machines like this, Nakano Metal Press produces more than 400,000 bicycle parts every day. But manufacturing these steel components also produces noise, a potential hazard for its 42 employees. Since 2021, it has introduced a noise control program to monitor the sound levels at its worksite.
They conduct a monthly noise level checking for each individual machine. So from there we can monitor whether the noise is within our control measure, or is there improvement or things that we have to prevent or make more improvement to it.
The company also installed barriers that lower the noise levels by about 5 decibels. While it is a small reduction, it more than doubles the time that workers can be exposed to such noises. The firm has not had any cases of noise-induced deafness in the past 2 years, compared to about 2 cases a year prior to 2021. To detect underlying deafness cases at certain work sites, the Manpower Ministry has rolled out an enhanced workplace health surveillance program, which mandates annual hearing tests for workers.
With this, we hope that MOM can work together with companies to bring up the awareness and thereby enforcing and promote the workforce health, especially with regards to hearing. And through this, we hope to support the continuation of work activities, work projects, while upholding workers' hearing protection.
These screening efforts have led to early detection of noise-induced deafness cases. Dr. Joseph Lim, an expert in the field, says this allows workers to seek treatment before it's too late. Those with severe hearing loss may put themselves at higher risks of accidents.
They can have symptoms such as being unable to hear or discern speech accurately, have experienced symptoms of tinnitus or ringing in your ears, have poor sleep, irritability, and poor mood as a result. So all these can result in factors such as being unable to hear spoken instructions clearly, having difficulty communicating with the colleagues, and also not being able to hear alarms or shouted warnings. So this does in turn increase the risk of workplace accidents.
Authorities are developing a kit comprising examples of good noise control measures to help firms tackle this issue. It will be available early next year. And it's not just workplaces with heavy machinery where workers are exposed to high noise levels. Experts say that recreational spaces like nightclubs and fitness studios can also get dangerously loud. CNA finds out what employers and staff at these spaces can do to protect themselves from hearing loss. Pulsating beats, flashing lights, and a crowd ready to go wild. At nightclubs like this, noise levels can often exceed what's considered the maximum safe listening level, which is 85 decibels for 8 hours. One firm specializing in noise level assessments says those who spend prolonged hours at such spots may be at risk of hearing issues.
In these places, people are exposed to prolonged high pitch and high bass noise. The first group of people they are affected are usually obviously the employees working there, because they are day in, day out, 24/7 working there.
Loud music can also be heard at other recreational spaces like exercise studios. Instructors there may be prone to noise-induced hearing loss, especially if they conduct multiple sessions a day.
Anything above 85 decibels, the amount of duration that you're exposed to that sound rapidly decreases before it's considered over the safety listening level. So for people that work in these noisy environments like the spin class studios, they are exposed to very loud levels, often above 85 decibels, sometimes exceeding 100 decibels, and they're working there for long durations.
The issue of noise-induced hearing loss is not restricted to these places. Employees at gyms, arcades, and concert halls may also be at risk. risk. Such workers can protect themselves by using earplugs or noise-cancelling earphones.
People don't really consider the amount of sounds they're being exposed to outside of work, and that can, definitely count into the amount of hours they're being exposed to. So it's something that they need to be aware of as well outside of work.
Experts say that employers at noisy work premises can install sound level meters that alert users when certain thresholds are exceeded. And for those where loud music is intended, shift work can be introduced to allow staff to have some peace and quiet.